If your stress feels stuck on high from morning to night, it's often not your workload. It's your recovery habits. Cortisol is a normal hormone that helps you wake up, focus, and respond to challenges. The problem is when your day keeps sending urgent signals, so cortisol never really comes down. That can look like wired energy, afternoon crashes, stubborn tension, and sleep that doesn't feel restorative. The good news is you can often lower the background stress load by removing a few common recovery mistakes, not by doing more, but by doing the right things at the right times. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 7 patterns that quietly keep cortisol elevated all day. For each one, you'll get a simple fix you can test immediately. Think of this as stress hygiene. Small changes, repeated daily, can shift your baseline more than occasional big reset days. Moving to slide 2. Mistake 1 is treating sleep like a fixed number instead of a rhythm. Cortisol is supposed to rise in the morning and fall at night. When your sleep and wake times swing around, your body can't predict when to ramp up or power down. That unpredictability is a stressor by itself. You might still get 7 or 8 hours, yet wake up groggy and feel on edge later. The fix is boring but powerful. Anchor your wake time. Pick a wake-up time you can hit most days, including weekends, and let bedtime drift earlier naturally. If you need a second lever, use light. Get bright outdoor light soon after waking, and keep evenings dimmer. This helps your internal clock place cortisol where it belongs, higher earlier, lower later. Consistency beats perfection. Even a 30 to 60 minute window can make a noticeable difference. Moving to slide 3. Mistake 2 is starting the day with instant stimulation and no buffer. If the first thing you do is check messages, headlines, or notifications, your brain gets threat scanning mode before you've even fully woken up. That can push cortisol higher, earlier, and keep it elevated. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You need a short transition that tells your nervous system, we're safe.
Try a 10-minute phone-free window. Drink water, open a window, step outside for light, or do slow nasal breathing for 1 minute.
Then decide your first priority before you consume other people's priorities. If you must use your phone, use it intentionally. One task, then out. This small boundary often reduces that jittery, rushed feeling that follows you into the afternoon. It's not about being disciplined. It's about reducing unnecessary alarms. Moving to slide 4. Mistake 3 is underfueling, especially early in the day, then trying to push through on caffeine. When your body senses low available energy, it can treat that as a stress signal. That doesn't mean everyone needs a big breakfast. It means you should avoid long stretches where you're both mentally demanding and nutritionally undersupported. A common pattern is coffee first, food later, then a shaky mid-morning. If that's you, test a simple change. Add protein and fiber earlier. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu scramble, or a protein smoothie with berries and oats. Pair it with water. Then keep caffeine after you've had at least something substantial. This tends to smooth energy and reduce the wired then tired cycle. Also, watch the hidden stress of dehydration. Even mild dehydration can feel like anxiety in the body. Fueling isn't a moral issue. Moving to slide 5. Mistake 4 is turning every workout into a stress test. Training is a stressor on purpose. The benefit comes from the recovery afterward. If you stack high-intensity sessions, long endurance, and heavy lifting without enough easy days, your body may interpret life as one continuous demand. That can keep cortisol elevated, and it often shows up as poor sleep, irritability, and plateauing performance. The fix is to match training to your current capacity. Keep 1 or 2 hard sessions per week, and make the rest truly easy. Easy means you could hold a conversation. Add low-impact movement, like walking, mobility work, or gentle cycling. If you're already stressed from work or sleep loss, that's not the time to earn rest with a brutal workout. It's the time to protect recovery. You can still be consistent. Moving to slide 6. Mistake 5 is skipping real breaks, then trying to recover only at night. Your nervous system doesn't just need sleep, it needs downshifts during the day. If you go from task to task with constant urgency, cortisol stays useful. so it stays up. The fix is micro-recovery. 2 to 5 minutes several times a day with a clear off switch. Stand up and look far away to relax your eyes. Do slow breathing with a longer exhale, like 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. Take a short walk without your phone. Or do a quick brain dump on paper so your mind stops rehearsing. These tiny resets reduce accumulated load. They also improve focus because your brain isn't running on adrenaline. If breaks feel unproductive, treat them like sharpening the blade. You're not stopping, you're preventing the crash that costs more later. Moving to slide 7. Mistake 6 is eating in a way that keeps blood sugar swinging. Big spikes and crashes can feel like stress internally, even if your life is calm. You might notice it as sudden irritability, shaky focus, or a strong urge for sweets in the afternoon. Cortisol can rise to help mobilize energy when your blood sugar drops, so frequent crashes can keep that system active. The fix is stability. Build meals around protein, fiber, and healthy fats, and add carbs in a balanced way. For snacks, choose options that don't hit like a sugar bomb, nuts with fruit, yogurt, or hummus with vegetables. Also consider meal timing. If you go too long without eating and then have a huge refined carb meal, you're setting up a roller coaster. You don't need perfection, you need fewer extremes. Stable energy often feels like calmer mood because your body isn't constantly compensating. Moving to slide 8. Mistake 7 is carrying stress into the evening with no transition. If your work brain stays online until you fall into bed, your body doesn't get the message that the day is over. Cortisol should be trending down at night, but late emails, intense shows, heated conversations, or even late-night planning can keep your system activated. The fix is an off-ramp. Pick a consistent 20 to 30-minute wind-down routine. Keep it simple. Dim lights, warm shower, light stretching, or reading something non-stimulating. Write down tomorrow's top 3 tasks, then close the notebook. That tells your brain it can stop looping. If you're sensitive to caffeine, set a cutoff that protects sleep. And if you train late, keep the cool down longer and calmer. The point is not to be strict, it's to create a predictable landing strip for your nervous system. Moving to slide 9. Now let's add a few silent mistakes that make all 7 worse. 1 is living indoors under dim light all day. Your circadian system uses light as its main timing signal. If mornings are dim and evenings are bright, your body can get confused about when to be alert and when to recover. That confusion can show up as higher evening cortisol and restless sleep.
A practical fix is to flip the light pattern. Get outdoor light early, even on cloudy days, and keep indoor lighting warmer and lower later.
Another quiet issue is temperature. A slightly cooler bedroom tends to support deeper sleep for many people. You can also use a warm shower, then a cooler room, to help the body drop core temperature. These are not magic hacks. They're environmental cues. When the cues match biology, your recovery becomes easier instead of forced. Moving to slide 10. Another recovery mistake is trying to relax with constant background noise. Your brain treats unpredictable sound as information it might need to monitor. That low-level monitoring can keep your nervous system slightly activated, even if you don't notice it. If you're working with music, podcasts, or news all day, you may never get true mental quiet. A simple test is to schedule 1 silent block, 10 minutes of quiet while you do a routine task, like cleaning, cooking, or walking. If silence feels uncomfortable, that's useful data, not a failure. You can also use steady, non-informational sound, like a fan or white noise, especially at night. The goal is fewer surprises for the brain to track. This matters because cortisol is strongly linked to perceived demand. When your environment constantly demands attention, your body acts like it's on call. Quiet is a form of recovery you can practice. Moving to slide 11. A big one is mistaking being busy for being effective. When you multitask, your brain pays a switching cost. That cost feels like pressure. Over hours, it can keep cortisol elevated because you never get completion signals. A practical recovery tool is single tasking in short sprints. Pick 1 task, set a timer for 25 minutes, and remove extra tabs and notifications. When the timer ends, take a 2-minute reset. This creates a rhythm of effort and recovery instead of endless effort. Also,
End your workday with a clear shutdown. Write what's done, what's next, and what can wait. That closure reduces rumination, which is a major driver of stress hormones.
You're not trying to control life, you're trying to reduce open loops. Fewer open loops means fewer reasons for your body to stay activated after hours. Moving to slide 12. Let's turn this into a simple plan you can actually follow. First, pick just 2 mistakes to fix for the next 7 days. If you try to fix all 7 at once, that becomes another stressor. A strong combo is consistent wake time plus a real evening off-ramp, or micro-recovery breaks plus steadier meals. Second, track one signal that matters. Rate your afternoon energy from 1 to 10, or note how long it takes to fall asleep. Third, keep the changes small. 10 minutes of morning light, 1 protein-forward meal earlier, 2 breathing resets, 1 easy workout day. These are tiny levers, but they're daily, and daily is what changes your baseline. If you want a quick checklist, think rhythm, fuel, movement, and downshifts. When those 4 are supported, cortisol usually has fewer reasons to stay high. You're building a calmer default. Moving to slide 13. One last note. If your cortisol feels high all day, it doesn't mean you're broken. It often means your system has been adaptive for a long time. The goal is to make calm easier to access by removing friction. Start with your wake time and your off-ramp. Add micro breaks. Support your training with recovery. And stabilize your meals so your body isn't constantly compensating. Keep it practical. If you miss a day, just return to the next good choice. If you want more videos like this, subscribe. And for a quick check-in, comment with A or B. A is sleep timing is my biggest issue. B is daytime stress and no breaks. That answer will tell you where to start. This information is not a substitute for medical advice. Train the body. Upgrade the brain. Extend the future.